Ready. Yellow lady.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. It's been a long day for you. Jim.
12. Check.
53, Mike.
Tonight.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wells. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Ready. Yellow lady.
53.
Sammy.
I'm coming after you.
Check 26.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Ready. 5-9. Easy. Opposite.
Check 24.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Ready.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down.
Watch the shit.
We're good. Right forward. Ready.
Check 31.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Ready? Right. Mike's by 4. Push him back. Watch that. Go. Lucky.
Now the 2nd year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. Had a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 7-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. The 20, 10, touchdown, Cardinals. Tariq Cohen, 93 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10.
Hey, dude.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first. Down.
Back at the 37-yard line.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
A loss of 1 makes it 3rd and 14.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check 9, check 9. He's checking, Crash.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
Ready? 5-8.
Check 53, Mike.
Easy, opposite.
Mostert.
Watch the twist.
And he's got some space here. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Geis with a carry on 2nd down, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike.
3rd down, here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Fielded at the 33. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20.
Ready. Show a lady.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I know you ain't got it.
Check. Kill.
On 1st down, Breeze. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Travis Kelsey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run with Geis. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
You got 3 down. Check 99. Kill.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1st down, a run with Cohen. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field. And that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
It's a pickup of 13. Leads to 3rd down and 3.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Watch out. Big Ed.
Haskins on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Got it. 51's the mic. Here we go, T. Here I come. Here I come. Go. Twist. Watch twist. Bang, 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 bang. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. Oh, shot. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Haskins looking to throw on first down. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Swearinger. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's gotten them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Go. Check 52 to Mike. Watch the pass.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Crosby connects on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Ready?
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 22, Breeze. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Mostert. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
It's a gain of 10.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Breeze now on first down. Man open, it's Goodwin. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Ready. Yellow lady. Over.
Watch it. Slam, slam, slam.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Hey, kill.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, they just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25.
We ain't beginning to clear you up. Don't get nervous. Quick edge. Come. Check 37.
Again on second and 10, it's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
7-yard loss. Brings up third down.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check. Slam. 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 Wahoo.
On play action, Haskins. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Ready? 5-9. 53. Mike.
Hey, check. 49. Check.
Kill. Let him. Rush in. Here we go.
Kill it. Motion me out.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? It creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, that allows your blitzers.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
First down, baby, let's go! Let's go!
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Hey, watch your leg.
Switch.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Pass incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Haskins. Haskins hit, and he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now.
Check, 59. Hey, break it down, fellas, break it down. It's just me and you.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. To throw is Breeze. Now they go screen. It's complete. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
First down, Cleveland.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ready? Yellow lady.
At the 47-yard line.
Good. Right forward, ready.
This is Mostert. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Kill. 0-2. 53, check 53. Under. Wide, get wide.
Breeze going to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Check. Kill.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
95, 56, 95, 56, 53. Check, 53.
Play action. Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kamale Correa. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Hey, box truck, box truck. Sponge. Easy, opposite. Switch, easy. Come on, switch it.
To throw, it's Breeze. Got some real estate inside the 30. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Dante Pettis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The wideout, Chris Hogan, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. Haskins. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Let's get it. Ready. We're waiting. Check 53. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Shift. Check 9. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
Now Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Browns on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Check 53's mine. Hey, exit. We taking win. Let's go. Hey, we got kill. Let's make these babies cry.
Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Kamale Correa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Haskins to throw, and he completes it to Cohen. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From midfield now, Haskins. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. And it's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
From the red zone now, Haskins on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Haskins. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. 1st down.
Here we go. Now 50 to Mike. 6 man.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Geis alone in the backfield here, 2nd and goal.
Cut. Kill. Go.
get it to him running left. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Darius Geis with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Mike.
Ready? 5-8, 5-8.
Mike. Hey, pick your game up.
Cut.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at their 49-yard line. Today's final score, Browns.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Browns, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.